Renesas Synergy ISDE how-to video using the RTOS resources view. During this video presentation, we will introduce you to the RTOS viewer inside of eSquared Studio. In this example, we are using the TheadX RTOS. You will be able to see information on the threads, message queue, semaphores, mutexes, event flags, memory block pool, memory byte pool, timer, and system clocks. Here we have already built our application and entered into debug mode. Before we continue, we need to enable the RTOS viewer. We do this by selecting Renesas Views from the menu bar, then Partner OS and RTOS Resources. Various RTOSes are supported. There is no impact to execution or application resources when using this feature. You will be asked to select the RTOS. Once we have the application running for a short time, we will pause the execution of the application and select the RTOS Resources window. You must enable columns to be updated during runtime, otherwise the data will only update when you pause the program execution. This feature does take some host computer processing time, so you should enable only the columns you feel are important, as the display of data could be affected. This operation, though, is non-intrusive to the MCU's application that is running. Here in the Threads tab, you can see the current status of each of the threads, along with other information like the number of times the thread has currently run, stack information for that thread, and the thread's priority. In this tab, you can double-click on each of the items under the Name column, and eSquared Studio will bring the relative source file into view in the Source window. You can view other RTOS resources used by selecting the corresponding tab. Using these tabs can assist you in determining various issues in your system. Some examples would be, looking at the messaging queue might help you spot issues with events that are overriding other processes. You can look at the value of the counting semaphore and determine the number of resources available to the waiting threads. This will help debug starvation conditions where some threads are waiting indefinitely for a resource. Seeing event flags not in an expected sequence would point to misaligned threads. Seeing timers not acting as expected. The Ready Queue tab shows a complete list of the TheadX queue. A user can observe the numbers on the left, showing the priority of the threads currently in the queue. If the priority is not what you expect, then you can work to fix this in your code. We hope we have covered the basics of using the RTOS viewer with the Synergy products. Thank you for watching.